So the title of this lab is Gravity Velocity. So include that on your sticky notes. Remember to include the names of the people in your group. All right, once you got the names of the people in your group and the title, let's also include the purpose. The purpose of this lab is for us to derive the acceleration due to gravity. For the hardware setup, if you're using a spark, for materials you should obviously include the spark, also a photo gate, a picket fence, and a digital adapter. Instead of a digital adapter, if you have a photo gate port, that'll work too. Here are the hardware procedures if you're using the spark. First, you want to connect the photo gate to port number 1 of the digital adapter. Then you want to connect the digital adapter to the spark. And finally, you want to turn on the spark. Here's the software setup. For the procedures section of our software setup, the first thing we want to do is choose the photo gate and picket fence. Then we want to make sure we select OK. So this is how we're going to do that. So press photo gate, picket fence, click OK. Then you'll notice that it'll give you a very particular band setting. That's the actual band setting that we will use. We're going to choose, or just leave it alone, I guess, the 0.050 meter band spacing. That's the default band spacing. And then we'll choose OK. Then we want to press build. So let me go back to that. We want to go back after we've selected photo gate and picket fence, the right band setting. We want to click build. So step number 3 to get to this particular screen is to press build. Okay, now in this screen, we want to scroll down using the down arrow button. We want to scroll down and select velocity and time in that order. So we scroll down, select velocity first, then time, and then we want to press the graph icon. We want to press the graph icon, and then OK. You'll notice the graph icon is in the middle. It's that icon there. And then we're going to press OK. So let me show you just quickly again what that looks like. So we press velocity, we press time, then we press that icon, and then OK down here. And then we have a velocity versus time graph, and we're ready to start the lab. Now let's draw the label setup for the spark. So obviously we're going to need a picture of the spark. The photo gate. Let's make sure we label it. We're going to drop a picket fence through the photo gate. We know the photo gate is going to connect to the digital adapter on the spark. And let's make sure we get that label too. And there we go. Let's go to our graph and start our main procedures. You notice on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, there's a green start button. So let's press the green start button. Now let's drop the picket fence through the photo gate. Then we can press the orange or red stop button on the bottom left. Then we want to expand the graph. And the way we do that is by pressing that button right there, the graph button, and pressing the expand button right there. Then we want to take a linear fit, and the way we do that is by pressing this button right here. And then selecting linear fit and OK. And that'll give us a value for the linear fit. And we want to record that. Let's record both the vertical intercept and the slope. After you complete the lab, sketch a graph of your original data with labels and units. Make sure you include the slope. Finally, for your calculations and derivations, write a linear equation, y equals mx plus b, of your graph using the correct variables and units.